Hi, Derek Guzman, PGA Assistant Golf Professional here at the club at Morningside. Late January is an exciting time in the golf industry because we have a ton of new product coming out what seems like every week. Personally, as a TaylorMade staffer, I am very excited about the new TaylorMade SIM driver. I have the current M6, but a couple great things TaylorMade has done with the SIM to actually increase club head speed. Off camera, I did gain a couple miles an hour. We're going to hopefully show you on camera exactly what went into me gaining some miles an hour of club head speed. One of the things they did, they're calling this driver SIM, Shape in Motion. What they did is they designed this almost like a rudder underneath the club face, and as you come into impact, it's actually dispersing some of the wind and some of that drag to actually get you a couple miles an hour increase of club head speed, which will translate to, in theory, more ball speed and more distance. I also wanted to spend this time to talk a little bit about some of the things, some of the numbers, when we get into the hardcore FlightScope numbers, spin, club head speed, smash factor, even ball speed, and how those numbers can help us maximize our driver carry, launch, and total distance. So let's hit a couple with the M6, my current driver. I'll give you some numbers here on the screen as we go through, and then we'll switch into the SIM. So a couple swings, M6 first. All right, so I'm set up now, ready to take some swings with the M6. I'm gonna hit a couple for you here, all out, as hard as I can go, and hopefully we're gonna get some good differences between the M6 and the SIM. And again, I'm gonna highlight some important numbers that we can see on a FlightScope to tell us exactly where I can further maximize my power. So here we go. One swing with the M6. Hit that one pretty good. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here. So club head speed, 97.9 miles an hour, translating to a ball speed of 144.5 miles an hour. I totaled 254 yards of distance with a very important number here, smash factor of 1.48. Smash can go all the way up to 1.5. Smash is basically an equation that says for how fast I swing the club, how much return of ball speed can I get? For example, a perfect smash is 1.50, so if I swung the club 100 miles an hour, I could get a ball speed of 150 miles an hour. My spin was decent, 2,600 RPMs of spin. In reality, I could back that down probably into the 22s. And again, another important number here to look at, angle of attack. How far do I hit up on the golf ball? 4.5 degrees on the up. So to recap how I'm doing with the M6, a lot of good numbers. Very good smash, that passes the test. My angle of attack hitting up on the driver, that passes the test. My spin is probably where we can improve, and club head speed I think we can get a little faster with the SIM. So I'm gonna switch driver heads, I'm gonna put it right back into my same shaft, and we're gonna get some numbers with the SIM. All right, so I've exchanged my M6 now for the SIM, just the straight up standard SIM. I've got in the same loft, I put it on my identical shaft. This is a true apples to apples comparison. The only change was the club head. We're looking to improve on two numbers. I wanna see if I can get my club head speed up, and I wanna see if I can get that spin down a little. Two things that TaylorMade claims the SIM can do. Let's give it a hit here again, all out, full go, just to see what my maximum numbers can be. Happened to tag that one pretty good. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here, see if we increased anything. Okay, so right away we see an increase in some numbers. I've got my club head speed all the way up to 101.3. My smash factor went down a little. I did hit that a little bit in the toe, so smash was not optimal, as in I didn't get everything out of the head that I could have on that swing. But club head speed went up, ball speed went up fractionally. One of the most important numbers here, TaylorMade claims this is a very low spinning driver head. My spin dropped all the way down to 2,039 RPMs. So that is very optimal for what I am looking to do. As we scroll through some of the other numbers here, my angle of attack still good, still 3.5 degrees on the up. I launched it at about 13 degrees. I will say I have never seen really in recent history my club head speed break 101. Definitely the hardest I've ever hit a golf ball, I'd say, in the last year. So really big improvements by TaylorMade. Again, if we look at this total here, total of 265. I would take that every day. I'm gonna cut off some of the numbers here and we'll recap right at the end here. So let's wrap up our driver session here. I know we covered a lot of different topics, some deep ones, some dense ones, when we talked a little bit about smash factor and angle of attack, even the spin that we put on a golf ball. I would love to discuss those further with all of you here at the club at Morningside. I do own this FlightScope, so I would love to take us out. We can take a look at any of your numbers, but just to summarize a couple of the major differences between the two driver heads here. I talked a little bit about that rudder almost, that acts as a drag deterrent, basically, helping us get that wind and all of that drag to work with us, not against us. I think that is very evident in the two soles of the clubs here. Notice we've got that shaping of that rudder where the M6 a little bit more straight back, straight through. They've done a couple interesting things with the crown. They were able to actually lower the top point of the crown. So basically we're sucking some of that weight towards the back, helping us with a little bit of forgiveness, and that extra weight towards the back and lower, again, can knock some of that spin off. So a lot of great improvements with the TaylorMade SIM. They've still stuck with their twist face. They've still stuck with their speed injected screws down here. So we know we're getting a fast driver. We know we're getting a forgiving driver, but we just got one that increased, personally, my club head speed by almost 3 miles an hour. And I would take that all day. 3 miles an hour equates to 9, 10, 11 yards of added distance. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all around the club. Thank you.